Alright guys, got some great blues stuff for you today. Let me play this thing for you. Didn't play that as well as I like to play it, but there it is, a little blues solo that I've played since I was a little kid, and I just love it. I thought I'd show it to you here today with some, you know, and even if you're not a subscriber to my website, you can still learn some things about the blues. Forgot to put this on here, but my website is webpianoteacher.com, and I'll teach you the whole thing, okay, because I am a professional teacher of 23 years experience and about 33 years playing professionally, but or actually 31 or 32 as far as that goes. Started playing for weddings, so I consider that part of it. Anyway, let's learn this, okay? And then you guys who are members of my website can finish it on there. And the part 2 is very long, and we do the whole thing. Well, let's take a look at this first part. Now what we're going to do when I teach it to you, we're going to do just, we're going to play it in a straight rhythm instead of a swing, because that's going to be easier, like this. Okay, and then later on we can swing it. So let's learn it straight first. Let's look at the left hand. We're going to have a C and a G. This is a common boogie woogie bass line. C and G 2 times, and then D sharp and E. And we're going to continue that pattern. Okay. Now I didn't write it out because I want to teach you guys to fish, which means you need to be able to just keep this pattern going while we put the right hand with it. Now I'm going to show you how to put it together. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to show you that, but you need to start just where this left hand is going to become an automatic thing where you don't have to think about it, okay? And for that to happen, it'll help if we just don't write out every single little thing and then you become a robot with tunnel vision and don't learn how to improvise yourself. Got a lot of improvising. I'll show you how to improvise on the site too. There are about 18 or 19, I think, or 19, I think. Blues improv lessons that I teach on webpianoteacher.com to show you how to do it, show you the blues scale, show you a bunch of patterns and lots of neat stuff you can do if you want to improvise the blues yourself instead of copying everybody, which is, you know, which is part of it in the beginning, right? So we have C and G together. We're going to keep doing that. But first, what you need to do is just sit there and play this over and over again. Really get used to it, okay? And not in a swing, but just a straight pattern. If you can't play it straight, then we don't need to try the swing rhythm yet, okay? Just play it straight. Now let's look at the right hand. So we're going to start with C up high. This is the middle C. Here's this C. And we're going to do G and B flat together with our 3 and 5. Back down to C. And then F and A together with 3 and 5. So now swing your wrist back and forth. Now we're going to do a blues device. G and D sharp together, flip it to E, 2 and 3, and then a C. And then we're going to cross over for B flat. So now we're going to do this 2 times. Watch. It's kind of has elements of what we just did right here. C. Then we're going to do G and D together with 2 and 5. And we're going to flip that D sharp to E quickly. See how I flip this finger up? And then back to C, and then down to B flat. I'm going to do that 2 times. 2. Then I'm going to go back to the C one more time. Now here I'm going to cross over. So after I play that C, lift my hand up and land on that G and B flat with 3 and 5. And then I'm going to do 3 and 5 again on F and A. That's just the fingering I use. If you want to do something different, you can. You can use 2 and 4. And then a middle C, and then, so G and D sharp together, flip it to E. So you will flip that there. and then you'll have G, G sharp, and then we'll finish it on the website, the rest of it. Everything I played in that beginning I'll show you. Hopefully I'll play it better when, when we're doing the part 2. And anyway, so let's do the right hand from the beginning slowly. Here we go. Now 2 times on this. Here's the second time. Actually, I did do 2-4 there. I guess it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But G, G sharp at the end. Now, so you practice that. Make sure you get both hands independent. Guys, a lot of people are reluctant to practice hands separately, but you really need to do that on certain things, especially if you're playing a blues where there's an ostinato bass line, something that just continues in the same pattern over and over. You need to be able to play that without even thinking about it. That left hand's got to be automatic. So you're going to be frustrated with playing the blues until you really have this down and can play it by itself. Also, the right hand needs to be able to play it by itself. Now let's try putting hands together real slow. First we'll play this. We're going to play this together. Then together. Then together. Now right here I'm going to play that left hand. Okay, so I'll play my 5th again right there. Then I'm going to play my 5th again here. If you want to write it in, you can, but if you were my student, I would make you try to think about what you're on, what the left hand's on, okay? If I just continue to write it all out, you'll never learn how to do it yourself. So we play it together, and then we play the 5th again on this. So you play the 5th here, play the 5th here. Now on the C, B flat, I'm going to do the D sharp E thing. Okay, so let's go that far. Let's start over and do that. Go. Okay, practice that. Work on that little chunk. Don't go on until you get that. Get that down, and then we'll try this. Okay, and something will happen when you speed it up and you can swing it here. Alright? But you got to learn it in a straight pattern first before we swing it. Alright, so here we're going to go C and then G and D sharp together with 2 and 5, right? So we play... So the 5th goes here and the 5th goes here. When I say 5th, I mean the C and the G. The first 2 5ths of that 4-note pattern. So now on the C B flat, that's when we're going to do the D sharp E. So and that's 2 times. So let's do it again. Okay, now right here we're going to play the 5th. Before we do that, can you play from the beginning to here? Don't go on until you can do that. So here we go. Here, the 5th, and the 5th again, and when you get to F and A, play that, and then when you play the C, you'll play the E on the left hand, okay, and now when you get to the D sharp and G, you go back to the 5th, then you'll play 1/5 in between by itself, and then when you do G and G sharp, you'll do the So let's go from the very beginning all the way to this end here. And go. Straight rhythm, and then finally you can swing it ba 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 ba, which is long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. So you know, so play it, swing slowly when you're ready for that. Now, if I had a personal student I was teaching this to, they wouldn't be ready for that for 2, 3, 4 weeks. Okay, so this takes time to be able to play it straight rhythm and then add a swing to it, but still play it slow. And then finally you can try it fast in a swing. Okay, so hope you guys enjoy that. Talk to you later.